Guys, in this video, I'm going to show you some of the most important and useful features of your Samsung Galaxy's camera that's going to help you capture better quality photos and videos. And make sure to watch this video till the end because I'm going to show you the kind of result you can achieve once you color grade a video shot in Samsung Log. So let's start. Alright, so one of the comments that I get often on the channel is about taking macro photos. You might have noticed that these phones don't like it when you get up close to an object. As you can see, everything gets out of focus and blurry. So to take macro photos and videos, all you have to do is switch to the ultra wide camera. And you can see that the video is now in focus and the quality is also really good. So yeah, this is one way you can take macro photos and videos on your Samsung Galaxy. And keep in mind that this only works with Samsung phones that have an ultra wide angle camera that is equipped with autofocus. So keep that in mind. But yeah, super useful feature to have if you're looking to take macro photos or videos. As you can see, it really does work quite nicely. Alright, so next I want you to head on into the camera settings, scroll down and under general, enable the composition guide and make sure grid lines and level are selected. So as the name suggests, this will add grid lines to the camera UI which is gonna help you compose your photos. And this is something that I actually use while recording videos to figure out if the object I'm holding is in the center of the screen or not. And along with it, you also get a level indicator, which will tell you if your phone is level or not. So yeah, both are extremely useful. So the other day, I was trying to record one of those aesthetic videos, but while reviewing the footage, I noticed that the video is shaky, even though video stabilization was switched on. And it gets even worse when you zoom in. So if your videos are turning out to be shaky like this, you can switch on an extra video stabilization feature called Super Steady by pressing on this button. This feature applies an extra layer of video stabilization which makes your videos look absolutely rock solid stable, as you can clearly see. And the best part is, even if you zoom in, the phone is gonna keep your videos nice and stable. It also works really great outdoors when you want to record something without a gimbal. So yeah, Super Steady is one of the most useful features on a Samsung smartphone. Starting with the S25 series, you're gonna notice that HDR is now switched on by default. And recording videos in HDR is actually quite beneficial because your videos are gonna have deeper colors, better contrast and a wider dynamic range which is gonna make your videos look absolutely beautiful, especially when you watch them on an HDR compatible TV or a monitor. Also, I'm not sure what Samsung has done, but these HDR videos seem to play back just fine on a non-HDR capable display. The quality is obviously not the same, but at least the colors are no longer washed out. So yeah, that's kinda nice, I like it. But to be honest, having HDR on or off depends on what you're trying to capture. For example, I prefer having HDR off for all the videos that I record for my YouTube channel because they just look better and natural without HDR. So sometimes HDR makes your videos look good and sometimes it doesn't. It depends on what you're trying to capture. Still though, it's an awesome feature and it will make your cinematic videos look absolutely beautiful. When you take photos in low light conditions, you'll notice that the camera switches into the night mode automatically, which is shown by the moon icon over here. And this is gonna help you capture crisp and sharp photos in low light conditions without using a tripod. And reviewing the photo, you can see that there are plenty of details in the photo to the point where you can read the text on the CD. Well, sort of. Now, here's a feature that many people don't know. If you want a better quality low light photo, set your phone on a tripod and then switch over to the dedicated night mode and change the exposure from auto to max. So once you set the exposure to max, the phone will automatically detect that it's on a tripod and it will automatically increase the maximum exposure. And this is gonna give you a slightly better photo. And doing a side-by-side comparison, you can see that the one taken with the longer exposure is sharper and it has better textures. You can clearly see it in the curtain right here. This one is soft and this one is nice and sharp. You can actually read the text here and here you can barely read it. So yeah, taking photos with longer exposure with a tripod does help a lot. And if it's pitch dark, the exposure can go up to 26 to 30 seconds, which is again gonna give you a much higher quality photo even in pitch dark conditions, as you can clearly see. And we can still read the text on the disc despite the room being almost completely dark. That is impressive. And speaking of tripods, what do you do to take a photo if you can't actually reach the camera shutter button? Maybe you've got your phone set up on a tripod. Well, in this case, you can tell the phone cheese and it's gonna take a photo. Or if you're in the video mode, you can tell the phone record video and it's gonna start recording a video. So this is how you can control the camera of your Samsung smartphone with your voice. Now voice command will be turned off by default, so you will have to go into the camera settings, scroll down to shooting methods, and then enable voice command from here. Now if show palm is turned off, you might want to enable this as well. This is going to allow you to take selfies just by showing your palm to the phone. So just like that. One of the most underrated camera feature on a Samsung phone is the single take mode. When you press the camera shutter button in the single take mode, what happens is that the camera records a short video and then it takes screenshots from it and spits out a couple of photos and videos with a lot of different effects. Right, so you can see we've got a highlight video, a still image, rebound clip, which is like a boomerang clip. Then we've got a slow-mo clip, a cropped photo, collage, filtered picture, and the original video is right here. So this feature is pretty darn awesome. Also, if you tap here, you've got the option to choose what the camera captures. So you can just disable the type of photo that you don't want to see. Now, if you are a vlogger, you are going to absolutely love this next feature. So Samsung phones have a feature called dual recording, which allows you to use the front as well as the rear cameras together. So when you record videos in the dual recording camera mode, you're gonna get a video feed coming in from the rear cameras and also have your face in the video itself in this picture-in-picture sort of a view. Double tapping the picture-in-picture view will allow you to change its size in real time. You can even move the video feed that is coming from the front-facing camera around. And hey, you can even flip the cameras around. So now the feed coming in from the front camera is our background and the video feed coming in from the rear cameras is in the picture-in-picture mode. You can also change the layout from picture-in-picture to side-by-side. So yeah, plenty of features to play around with. You can also save both video feeds as two separate files. Press on this button and the phone will save both the videos as two separate 16:9 video files. One from the front camera and the other one from the rear camera. And you can edit these later on a PC or a Mac. And this actually gives you a lot of flexibility. You can have your videos any way you want. I've also noticed that the phone kinda flips the selfies around, so pay attention. If I take a photo and head on into the gallery, you'll notice that the wall is now on the other side. Did you see that? Sometimes this can be super useful, like if your image contains text, but if you want to save the photos as they appear on the viewfinder, then what you want to do is head on into the camera settings and enable Save Selfies as Previewed. So now the phone is going to save your selfies as they appear on the viewfinder. Now, one amazing feature that I've never talked about is the ability of these phones to record log videos. You can enable this by going into the camera settings, then advanced video options, tap on log, and enable this for both video and pro video modes. And you'll see that this adds a log button to the standard video mode. Now, once you switch this on, you will get a very desaturated video, but your phone is actually recording a wider range of colors and more dynamic range than what you get without log video. And once you color grade your videos, well, they look absolutely beautiful. In fact, this particular clip that you're watching has been recorded with the log video option enabled on the S25 Ultra. Let me know if you can spot the difference. This is with log video and this is without. Did you notice the difference in dynamic range and the colors? So yeah, this is going to give you a lot of flexibility during color grading. And there are two ways you can color grade your videos. The first one is on the phone itself, so open the log video, swipe up and select correct color, and the phone will do everything for you. But unfortunately this does not give you any flexibility. So let me show you how I do this in DaVinci Resolve on a PC. So this is DaVinci Resolve 20 and this already has built-in support for Samsung Log. So let us start by importing the clip into the timeline. So I'm just gonna drag and drop it. Now we're gonna select the clip and click on color. Now here you wanna open effects and drag and drop the color space transform to the node. Next, under input color space, we are gonna select Rec 2020, and under input gamma, we're gonna select Samsung Log, and you'll see that this instantly brings our video to life. And finally, from here you can fine-tune the colors from the log wheels, and this really allows you to fine-tune each and every aspect of your video. It's a tedious process, but it really does bring life to the video. And this color transform thing actually gives you a lot of flexibility, and you can convert your Samsung Log into different color space and use LUTs designed for a different system. And this is gonna give your videos a totally different vibe. Another way of doing this is through a pre-made LUT. I have one downloaded from this website, and all you have to do is drag and drop this LUT onto the node and you're pretty much done. And don't forget to make adjustments to make your video look the way you want to. So yeah, there you go. That's how you color grade a log video shot on a Samsung Galaxy smartphone, which is pretty awesome. Now obviously this is not a how-to video. I'm not even explaining you how to use DaVinci Resolve. I'm just demonstrating you what you can achieve if you start recording your videos in Samsung Log, and once you color grade your videos, oh my gosh, they look absolutely beautiful. I mean, look at the color of the lemon. That looks awesome. So let's end the video here. If you have enjoyed, make sure to hit the like button, share the video, and do subscribe to the channel and check out all the other videos on Samsung smartphones. And this is Tech Guy Charlie signing off.